All right, here we go.
All
Season's
right, man,
winding
let's
down.
go.
It's been a
Here we
long
go.
year. It has been a long year. Happy New
But
Year, to everyone out there, obviously. Hope you make some good resolutions. I've made a couple myself. I will not share them with anybody because then they become, public. Um, so season three, episode 19. I think we got three or four more episodes left, right? Three
yeah,
more.
maybe not even that. Yeah.
We got next week and yeah, maybe two episodes left. So, how are you watching your games today and tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I think the Iowa Vanderbilt game's going on right now, so obviously we're skipping that. I'm just usually tonight I will probably go to a place, a sports bar
A pub,
nearby
a
to
pub.
watch everything. And then maybe tomorrow I'll go somewhere else, but I'll probably leave the house.
I'll be at a couple friends' house tonight, jumping around, and I will also tomorrow I will be on my couch or maybe in the basement with two TVs going.
All right.
I have one on one side, one on the other, be on two different games, and it'll all be going. I
Bringing out
don't,
the heavy artillery.
yeah, I don't know if the NFL's even playing tomorrow. I don't, I
I
maybe
don't
tonight.
think so.
No, they took off. Okay. All right. So I'm wearing the Bernie Kosar jersey in honor of the last time the Canes won a national championship when they were underdogs. And Alabama as well, who's also an underdog. So these are my two dog picks of the week right
All
here.
right.
Miami and Roll Tide. Um, the thing with this week, man, after these games, we've talked about the portal's going to open up on Friday, right?
Right.
And as you see from the portal numbers, they've gone up literally from like 130 in 3 weeks of 1357. I told you it's going to get to three to 4,000.
Right. Right.
It's climbing three, 400 every week. But by Friday, I think it'll be at 3,000 by Friday. Just, um, so we'll see what happens there, man.
Right. But what we're saying is that on Friday, after the bowl games, I mean, the majority of the bowl games and are over, and the round of playoff games are over tomorrow on New Year's Day. All hell's going to break loose on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all hell's gonna break loose in terms of except for four teams that are still in the playoff, right?
Right.
They will hopefully remain quiet. There had been a time like last year, Bo Perbilla left Penn State in the middle of the playoff. Remember, he
Right.
transferred out and he didn't want to, and Franklin was very pissed about that. But he's like, I got an opportunity to go make $2 million at Missouri. I'm going. I mean, I'm not going to sit back here and be a backup making 500 grand where I can make 2 million and start. So, and he's back in the portal by the way
Right.
this year. Makes no sense. All right, let's talk about you saw the Calipari rant last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it? I guess there are some guys that are getting 8-year deals.
Yeah. I mean, so basically, I guess all the changes in college athletics over the last 5 years sort of came to a head, or with I guess Baylor University men's basketball team has injuries in their front court. So
Okay,
they signed a guy who can play in this month or in January, and he's basically a pro. I mean, he was drafted by the pros. I
right,
think he's played summer league.
right.
I guess there's a loophole where they're saying, well, he still has college eligibility, and I guess Calipari's the one who spoke up, but I'm sure a lot of people are crazy upset about this.
No,
You know,
Izzo
they're like,
spoke up about it. Izzo
yeah.
spoke up about it. Someone else spoke up about it, I heard last night saying, just give us the rules, we'll play by them, but we need to know what the rules are ahead of time. The NCAA is
No,
a
Matt
rudderless.
Painter. Matt Painter
Matt
did it.
Painter, that's it. The NCAA is a rudderless ship right now. I mean, they're not trying to enforce anything.
Right.
They don't care. You want to cheat, fine. Your kids don't want to go to school, fine. They just want to keep collecting their checks. And now it's gotten to be pro sports basically, and they're not a pro sports organization, so there's a disconnect there.
Right.
They need to hire like a pro commissioner or someone who's worked in the commissioner's office at any pro league. I don't care what league it is, that knows the dynamic how to work this. Because right now they're nowhere, man. I mean, it's that there's a problem right now,
The huge problem. Yeah.
huge. All right, so one coach got hired
Right.
who retired 2 weeks ago. I'm out at Utah. I'm done. 21 years, great run. I
Right.
can't anymore. I'm tired. I'm 66. I'm done. Bang, he's back.
Right.
Michigan. It's a
He,
great job. That's why he's back.
right.
All right,
It's
so what do
so
you
we're
think,
talking
man?
about um Kyle Willingham,
Yeah,
the former Utah coach, taking the job, the head coaching job at Michigan. And as I guess we were talking or mentioning offline, they ought to build a statue of this guy in Ann Arbor. They ought to get started on it right now because he pulled all their bacon out of the fire.
yeah. He's really a good coach too,
Right,
and has won at a Utah program that wasn't well funded. He was just a good football coach. That's why they won. They didn't
right,
have great players. They had some good players, some NFL players, but not like Michigan,
right,
who's an NFL juggernaut. And I do think he's going to be really good there, which really sucks for Maryland.
right,
I think that was a
right,
really good hire considering where they were at, right?
right. Oh
Um,
yeah, I mean, because they were nowhere. I mean, they were going. I looked like they were going to have to go through the 2026 season with an interim coach, like
yeah,
Stanford did.
yeah, with Biff Poggi. Anyone
Right,
named Biff should not be coaching football. All right, I'm
right,
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. He shouldn't. All right. But he is an old school coach, right, Nick?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
like you said, he coached for his father was a player, his father was a coach. He coached for 20 years as the head man at Utah. He was an assistant at Utah for a long time,
yeah,
and you know what you're going to get with him. You're going to
yeah.
get like basic football, no frills, just
He's a football coach.
hard defense, special teams, the whole deal. He's a law and order type guy, and that's what they need at Michigan because there's a lot of people who have to leave Michigan,
Yeah, yeah. Starting with probably the AD, right?
starting with Ward Manuel. They've
Yeah,
they've got to get rid of him yesterday.
right. I do like the fact that he cozied up to Bryce Underwood right out of the gate,
Right,
right?
right,
Bryce is a great talent. He would
right,
fit perfect in my system because this system is running kind of the running shoot, but running and throwing quarterback. He needs a quarterback who can run and throw the ball. And Bryce Underwood can do that. They didn't make him do that last year. So
right,
great hire by Michigan. Shocked how good it went for them. Also, Penn State with Matt Campbell. I mean, these are like late door, back door hires that are gonna work out for these guys. There's no doubt in my mind. These are winning coaches. But when you have money and you have alums and you have boosters and you have everything it takes to win in today's world, you can go get, Kyle Whittingham out of retirement
right,
or Matt Campbell from Iowa State, where he was entrenched there,
right,
right? I mean, he could do no wrong there. He could have that job for the rest of his life, and no one would ever say anything. So,
right, exactly.
um, all right. Speaking of that and jobs, Chip Kelly seems to be like today's day soup of the day. I mean, what is up with him, man? Is
Yeah,
he
so
is he falling that hard that he just jumps from job to job?
I think what it is, I mean, tell me what you think.
He's a
That's this
lifer.
what these guys are football coaches. That's
He's a
what they
coach
do,
lifer, no doubt.
and maybe he was like I think he got paid a lot of money at UCLA, probably with the Raiders last year, with Ohio State and all. So he's got, so maybe he can, take less money now, live in Chicago. It's a nice
Yeah,
area,
yeah,
Um, David Braun's the head guy, and he can just tinker around and do his thing rather than,
yeah. I'm shocked. I
yeah,
am, man. I mean, he's jumped. I mean, he could have gone back to Ohio State. They fired their OC. Could have
Right,
gone there, right back there. They would have taken him with open arms. Ryan Day
right,
loves Chip Kelly. He could have stayed in the pros, but the Raiders got rid of him. So
right,
it's a weird situation. Northwestern, I mean, for that guy with his pedigree, that is definitely a step down for him, man. You
right,
know, I don't make it. I guess he's a lifer. He just wants to coach with
right,
low expectations. That's what you'll get at Northwestern, right?
right,
I mean, they're an academic school. Their kids still go to class. Their kids are
right.
still graduating with degrees. All right, so Lincoln Riley came out and started
Uh,
blaming Notre Dame, the blame game.
yeah, so I think what we're talking about, speaking about here is Notre Dame and, and USC. I guess Notre Dame ended the 100-year rivalry with USC
Right.
because
To play
they're going to
BYU,
play
by the way.
BYU,
Yeah,
and I guess USC has to play a certain number of Big Ten games, but obviously, I can tell from all the way on the East Coast that the USC alumni, the big alumni, the ones in Pasadena and so forth, the old money guys are pissed. That the
yeah,
Notre Dame game was a big game to them,
right.
was important. They all went to South Bend every other October,
Yeah,
and then when they played the last game of the year on Thanksgiving weekend, it was a big deal in Los Angeles. And to just have it end, I guess they kept calling the AD's office like, "What the hell happened here?"
yeah,
So I guess Lincoln Riley, when he did the press conference for the Alamo Bowl
right.
in San Antonio, he had to bring it up and be like, "Oh no, it wasn't us. It was all them."
Yeah,
But
they called him and said it's over. And then he
right,
said, and 5 minutes later, they announced they're playing Northwestern. I mean, BYU twice.
right,
And he's like, what the hell, man? They're pissed. I get why they're pissed. It's probably a sellout game for them every year, right? No matter what.
right,
They don't draw huge crowds anymore in LA. And I think it's kind of a cool game with tradition that they thought they could keep. I mean, USC actually playing them is tougher on them than Notre Dame playing them because USC has the gauntlet of the Big Ten and Notre Dame cuts their own schedule, man. So
right.
I think it hurts Notre Dame more than it hurts USC. But all right, Marcus Freeman, he did he just get a lifetime contract at Notre Dame? Stay as
I
long as he
guess,
wants.
right? I get, yeah. He's,
Here are the
that
keys.
we're talking about the Notre Dame head football coach.
Yeah,
I guess there's been rumors. I guess the NFL teams are interested in him.
yeah, he's a good coach.
Uh, and I guess he just walked over to the AD's office and said, "Hey, teams are interested in me." And he doesn't turn 40 until next this year, 2026. And yeah, it looks like he's got the job for as long as he wants it. I mean, his record is fantastic.
Yeah, I think he would leave for the Ohio State job, but that's the only job I think he'd leave for.
Yeah. I
That's what I'm
mean,
going to go on the record and say now.
in your opinion, is the Notre Dame job better than a pro job?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the pro job is it's a different kind of job, obviously, and you're 39 years old. You're going to have players your age. I mean, in
Right,
Phillips Rivers' case, he'd be 5 years older than you.
right,
So what are we talking about here now? He's way too young to coach in the NFL, I think. Now, guys have done it, but those guys who have done it that were young were NFL lifers. They were assistant coaches at 26 in the NFL, right?
right.
And then moved up the ranks to get the head coaching gig. This guy's never coached in the NFL, or has he? Has he been an assistant?
I don't think so. I think
No.
he played with the Bears, but not a lot.
Okay, all right. I do think that in the end he'll stay in college where I think he likes it there, man. And
Yeah, I don't
he,
blame who can blame him, you
yeah,
know?
he's big on social media. He's become a really good recruiter. He he's what Notre Dame football is all about. But
Right.
um, that Ohio State job where he went to school, he would take that job.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
definitely fair.
All right. How about Kenny Dillingham? Do you see him go
Yeah,
out?
Didn't know
This
that. I
presser.
missed this. So can you enlighten us on this one? We're talking about the Arizona State head coach.
Yeah. So during his press conference of his bowl game, right? He comes out and says, "This is the real world now. I am going to go on the record right now and say if there's any really rich guy in Arizona, in the Phoenix area that wants to support us, we could use $20 million in nil to get our program where you guys want to be. You want to play for a national title. Last year we were in the playoff. This year we're not. We want to be there every year. This is what it's going to take. We need a $20 million guy." And not these conversations used to be on the back burner, right? These conversations happen with huge boosters and the AD. They didn't happen at a press conference to a bowl game, okay?
Right,
I was like, holy shit. Like I like to say, he said the quiet part out loud.
right,
He
right.
is not disguising it. He's telling you this is what it takes, man. You want to win regularly. Here's what it takes. About $20 million a year. Plus the school's
Damn.
20, so you have 40. You have
Right,
$40 million in nil money, and to keep players, retain them, and also get new players. That's what it takes. He's a good coach. He's
right.
young, up and coming. Another
Yeah.
young and up and coming good coach
Yeah,
that
he's
I
only
think,
35.
yeah, eventually will get a big gig. I mean, I think he will. He's an alum, I think, of Arizona State.
That's
I
right.
think he'll peter out again next year because they don't have the money, and then he'll go take a good job, like in the SEC or in the Big Ten, with big money. And I think that's where he ends up. So
Right,
love to see him at University of Maryland one day. All right, transfer portal. The numbers are climbing. Let's just
right,
say that. Over 300 new entries. They're not even entered yet. All they're saying is they're going to enter. They've made social media posts saying we're going to be in the transfer portal, right? And told their coaches and teams. 1,357 of them, 31 have already made a commitment without making a commitment because you can't commit till Friday.
right,
And zero have withdrawn and said we're going back to the school.
right,
So last week, let's go. I was 9-7. You were 8-8. These bowl games are tough to pick because of the opt-outs and who's in, who's out, and sometimes you don't know till the game day. I mean, or
right,
game time, till the
right,
game starts. And then some players are opt-in for only the first half, or they only do one series. It's like a preseason game basically. So
right,
it's a little tricky to pick these, but we did the best we could. All right.
right.
Hawaii Bowl. I had Hawaii, you had Cal.
Oh,
Hawaii,
this game was a killer, man. I
Hawaii
mean,
pulled it out at the end. Yes.
Cal goes up and Hawaii quarterback launches one down the right sideline, and he misses the receiver. The guy was wide open, running down the flank. And I thought, oh man, good thing we dodged that bullet. And then the next play, boom, or two plays later, same thing, boom. It was like, Cal, nice defense.
Yeah.
Way to go.
They don't play defense at Cal.
Right,
The Sports Bowl, we had both had Northwestern. They won 34-7 over Central Michigan. Um, the Rate Bowl, we both had Mini. They barely won 20-17, but they covered. It was 2.5 point spread.
right. That was a good game.
First Responder Bowl, we both had the under, which got blown out. We saw 59.5. We thought, why not? Looks like it's too high of a line. UTSA is pretty good, man. I mean, they can
Right.
score some points. They won 57-20. On a side note, I did win some money on that game,
Good,
live betting.
good.
Military Bowl, Pittsburgh versus ECU. Pittsburgh basically just gave this game away. I mean, ECU won it 23-17, and the refs tried to give it back to Pittsburgh with a horrible
Oh, an
inadvertent
inadvertent whistle,
whistle.
right?
Yeah, terrible call. The guy was gone. He scored. They brought it back, and then Pittsburgh sacked the quarterback. Had a run a fumble six off the sack, and the game looked like it turned. But ECU said no, not so fast. Bang! They scored
Right,
and won the game at the end. That was a good game. I
right,
watched a bunch of that. Lost some money on that one. Pinstripe Bowl. We both had Pitt, by the way, which we took a bath on that.
right.
Both had Clemson, thinking Penn State had a bunch of opt-outs, which they kind of did. Then some guys came back, and they played more inspired. I mean, Clemson. Can we talk about Dabo? I mean, what? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I saw that they 86 two assistant coaches on Monday.
Did
They
they?
they got rid of offensive coordinator Garrett Riley and the defensive backs coach. So I guess
Uh,
he thinks they got to make some changes.
yeah, yeah. I think Dabo's time there is done.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think you have a shelf life at a big major school like that. And I think his shelf life is done because I don't think he wants to play the nil game. He doesn't want to play the portal game. He doesn't want to play the games. If you don't play in today's world, you're done. You
Right.
end up, what do you end up, 7-6 for the year, I guess, right? 7-6. Terrible. That team has way too much talent to be 7-6 anytime. They got a good
Right.
quarterback, great defensive players, not a great defense, great defense players. And they lose to Penn State skeleton Penn State team that's basically, I don't know, they're just hanging on.
Right.
22-10. Unbelievable. Um, I liked Army, you liked the under, and the under did not hit 41-16 Army.
Yeah.
Never bet against the military academy in a bowl game.
Right.
Everyone plays for them. And to them, it's a big deal still. Like they
Right.
care about that shit. The other schools don't care as much as they do. BYU barely beat barely beat Georgia Tech. Did you watch any of this 25-21?
I saw parts of it. I didn't really pay attention.
You took the under, which hit. I took BYU, which did not cover because it was a 5.5 point spread. We both took Miami O. Fresno beat them 18-3. Um, North Texas, I took the under. You took South San Diego State. You covered. It's a three and a half
Yeah.
point
And it
game.
was a miracle game.
It's a wild finish, 49
Yeah.
47. I thought North Texas State's quarterback was sitting out because he was in the portal,
So
but he
did
ended up
I.
playing and playing
Yeah.
really good. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
legit.
Was
He's gonna
was
be
not a pleasant surprise. We put
he's
this
gonna be playing in a very big Power Four program next year, like
right.
Miami, like Indiana. He's gonna be playing somewhere huge next year. Gator Bowl. I like Virginia. You like Mizzou. Virginia won and covered 13-7.
Good work, Fernando, on that one.
Yep. Both like Houston, they covered the 2.5 point spread, 38-35. Bad LSU showed up on defense. I like Georgia Southern. You like the under 29-10. We both won that. Georgia Southern won 29-10. Um, Independence Bowl, we both lost that by the hook.
Yeah. Oh
LA
well.
Tech was favored by 9.5, and they won 23-14. Fucking Vegas.
Right.
Um, I like Tennessee. You like the under. That both hit as the Illini won, but they didn't cover, right?
I think Tennessee was favored, right?
Oh, okay. So I lost that,
Yeah.
and you got the under hit. Yes, Tennessee was favored by 2.5. Illini won straight up. So that was a good game. I watched a bunch of that
Yeah.
last night. And then TCU, the lot,
Yeah.
30-27 in OT. Getting 6.5. So we were once it went to OT, we were good because if they lose by a touchdown, we still got the hook to cover us.
Right.
That was a
No extra
sweat
point.
fest,
Yeah.
though. That was a
What?
sweat fest. Let's.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a crazy game, and I watched the whole thing.
So did I. Oh, we
Yeah.
were texting during. I stayed up till like 1 o'clock watching that trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Shelly's like, "Are you coming to bed?" I was like, "No, baby, I gotta watch this. The lock. We're hanging out by a thread here." As SC's like pouting him. That SC team may be pretty good next year. You know
Yeah.
that? I like their quarterback. I like that team. I don't know why, because defensively they're still giving up way too many points and yards. All right,
Texas Christian is scrappy, man. You
they
know.
play hard. They play hard, man. For the year, I'm 170 and 158, 51.82%. You're 135 and 149, 47.53%. Now, I watch a lot of other podcasts of guys who predict games during the week, and a lot of these guys are right around 500 or below 500. And these guys, this is their livelihood. I mean, we have jobs, by the way,
Right.
outside of this.
Right.
These other guys, this is what they do for a living. Watch film, pick games every week, and they're at 500 or below. So we're not so bad. All right,
Right.
everybody, calm down out there in the real
Right.
world.
Right.
All right, Iowa State. We're gonna pick this game. We haven't watched it, so we don't know what's going on. Iowa State getting 5.5 against Vanderbilt. So I really like Vandy in this game. Um, so I'm gonna take Vandy, but there was a lot of late money that came in with the books that dropped this line down to 3
Oh, wow.
for Iowa. So
Right.
Iowa seems, but you like the over here,
Yeah, I'm
45?
going to go with the over. I
Over
haven't looked and
45.
see.
Okay. I haven't looked either. All right. Sun Bowl today. Arizona State getting 3.5 versus Duke. Obviously, Sam Levitt's out.
I'm I'm going to go with Arizona State there, the Sun Devils.
Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna take Duke.
Okay.
I think that without Levitt, they're going to be kind of hurting. Michigan getting 7.5 versus Texas.
I I don't know who can tell what kind of shape Michigan's in, you know? I mean,
Terrible shape. That's what kind of
yeah,
shape. But Underwood's playing.
right,
Underwood's playing. I don't know how many opt-outs they have. I, I like I like I like Michigan here in the 7.5. I think if it was under 7, I would take probably Texas. But I think Michigan will keep it close. And I'm gonna
right.
also double that up with the under. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
I'm going to go with the horns on this one.
Texas. Okay. Um, Nebraska getting 14.5 versus Utah, who just lost their coach, by the way.
Right. But they had it set up where the defensive coordinator, Morgan Scalley, is now the head coach. So
Yeah, he
they
was the
have
coach in waiting.
continuity.
He was coach in waiting, right?
Right.
So who do you like here? 51 is the over-under.
Oh boy. I mean, that's a lot of points, but I'll take Nebraska with the plus 14 and a half. Take the Cornhuskers.
Wow. I'm going to play the under here.
Okay.
I think once again, I think two officers don't know what the hell is going on. All right, let's start with the playoffs. You
Okay,
ready?
that's right. We got a playoff game tonight. The first one, and it's a good one.
It is a good
Um, it's in the Cotton Bowl in Arlington, Texas, 58 degrees. Kickoff at 7:30 tonight. Um, Miami is a 9.5 point underdog to Ohio State, and the over/under is 40.5. What do you think?
I like the Canes here in this spot. I kind of like the under also. I don't know if I'm going to bet the under. I am going to bet the Canes in this spot. I just think that they played 10 days ago, whenever it was. Ohio State has not played. They didn't play in the big, they did play the Big Ten Championship. So that's the last time they played, which was what, December 2nd or whatever. So they're going on almost 4 weeks of not playing. Freshman quarterback, Miami's defensive line looked unbelievable against A&M. I think they put a lot of pressure on Julian Sayin, and they have a hard time scoring. I think the under may hit too here because I think Ohio State's defense is really good. All right. And they're going to give Carson Beck. It's all on Beck. If Carson Beck
Right,
shows up,
right,
good Carson Beck shows
right,
up, they'll win the game outright.
right,
If interception Carson Beck shows up, they're going to have a problem.
right, right, right. Okay, right,
That's how I kind of
right,
looked at this game. Um,
right.
so
Understood.
I'm going to go with the Canes in the 9.5.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm going to go with the Canes in the 9.5.
Okay, me too. I agree with you on that pick.
You can use it and enjoy it and
All right, here we go. Oregon in the Orange Bowl in the OB.
happy
Oh,
New Year and a healthy New Year.
okay, so these are tomorrow's games. The New Year's Day bowl with like you said, the first game out of the chute is in Miami at noontime. You have Oregon minus 2.5 against Texas Tech.
51 and a half is the over under.
Right.
That you got.
I really like Oregon here, man, because again, Tech hasn't played in 4 weeks and their offense isn't great, but man, their defense is stellar. So I am going to go with the under here, 51 and a half. I think this is a defensive
Right,
game. I think Texas Tech's defense is elite, and I think Oregon's offense is good enough to probably win the game. So I'm going to take the under and be on the
right,
safe side. How about
right,
you? What do you
right.
say?
I'm sorry?
What do you say?
I like Oregon in this game. I think Texas Tech's a great team. They've done a great job. They've got a stout defense, good, but I think Oregon is a bridge too far. And I think minus the three, I think Oregon will cover that. And I
Two and a
think
half.
Oregon has a nice D too.
Two and a half. Yeah,
Yeah.
the three. Yeah, that
But
okay.
one of these girls are actually
Oh,
What's
my
that?
husband's
everything
niece.
okay?
Yeah, I'm just there's a conversation in the background.
All right. Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
Okay, so then we've got this is a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Alabama plus 7.5 against Indiana in the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all. Potentially there's rain, not usually rain at the Rose Bowl, but that's something to keep an eye on.
And I'm gonna take Roll Tide, man. Once again, Indiana hasn't played in 4 weeks. I think their offense is starting to roll a little bit. I think Indiana's defense is really good, though. I think they're going to have a hard time scoring against that Alabama defense. I just think Bama's got better players. Let's just start there. Okay, they do
Right,
have better players, higher rated, higher players, higher ceiling, more pros. Just to start with that. Coaching, I give a little edge to Signetti because I think he's just an animal. You
right,
can't outcoach that guy. I think he outworks a lot of the coaches in today's world. Not that DeBoer isn't a hard worker also, but
right,
I think it's going to come down to Bama being able to score on Indiana's defense a little more than Indiana on Bama's defense. So 7.5 points. What a great line for Bama too. I mean, that's a lot of points
right,
for a powerhouse, a good team. They just went into
right,
Norman and won on the road. So
right,
I'll take Alabama in the 7.5.
right. I think I agree with you. I think you talked me into this one. I think Alabama's the way to go. Getting 7.5.
It's a lot.
Right.
All right, Sugar Bowl, Nick.
Okay, Sugar Bowl. Next up, we have
Ole
shoot, I
Miss.
just I just lost my place. Oh, this is the SEC rematch. So this is Georgia against Old Miss in New Orleans tomorrow night.
Yep. And once again, I want to pick Georgia. I just think they're the better team. I am going to take Ole Miss here and the points. I think Bama wins. I mean, I think Georgia wins the game, but I think it's a 3 point game. I think it's going to be close. I think Ole Miss is going to be up for this game. They're
Right,
going to have a lot of fans there. I mean, it's a home game essentially for both teams, but Ole Miss might be it's a little closer than Atlanta or Athens.
right,
So I'm going to take Ole Miss and the 6.5, which isn't a popular pick. Everyone's picking Georgia.
right,
Everybody is on Georgia in the 6.5. I am not. I'm going to take Ole Miss in the 6.5. I think they play inspired ball. I think they lose in heartbreak fashion, 3 point late field goal.
Well, it's been a long time since Old Miss was a dog and played an inspired game.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it, man. I
Right,
mean, there's no history here. Georgia has a lot of history,
right,
recent history. And Kirby Smart, the best coach in college football, right?
right,
Right up there with Cignetti.
right.
I do like Ole Miss here and all those points. I think
I
it'll be
like the under.
the under 56.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, without the Lane Kiffin there, right? I mean, maybe the
right,
under is the play.
right.
All right. Armed Forces Bowl.
It's not the same.
Rice getting
Okay,
14 and a half versus Texas State.
Actually.
right. Just to be clear, we're doing the Friday games now.
Friday games. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth. You got Rice University Owls against Texas State. I'm going to take Rice.
I am too. 14 and a
Just
half
the
is a lot of
big, yeah,
points, right?
right,
Texas State's pretty good, though. I saw them play a couple times at the end of the year. They got a lot of offense, but I think Rice will score some points on them, and 14 and a half's a
Right.
lot. It's a big number, man.
I love that for Christmas.
All right, Liberty Bowl,
I
Nick.
love it for.
Liberty Bowl in Memphis on Friday afternoon. Navy minus 7.5 against Cincinnati. Um, this could be crazy because of opt-outs on Cincinnati's part.
Yeah.
So I'll take Cincinnati.
Wow. Tough pick.
But you said don't ever bet against this a
I'm
Syracuse
not.
bowl.
I'm
Yeah,
taking Navy, laying the number. I think
right,
Navy will play inspired. Natty's without their coach, without their quarterback.
right.
And at that level of Cincinnati, a second string quarterback is not the second string quarterback at Michigan or at Penn State.
Right.
It's it's probably like a power a smaller program starting
Good
quarterback, right?
point. Very good point.
So now they got to play Navy, who's like this is heaven for them. Let's go play the Liberty Bowl.
Right,
Everyone shows up. Everyone plays hard. Navy beats them here.
Oh, they said, oh.
right.
All right, next one, Mayo Bowl.
Each one, no, they said.
Okay, this is the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte on Friday night. This is a strange game. Wake Forest is a 3.5 point underdog against Mississippi State. Um, Wake Forest is will be prepared. So I'll take them. They're close by. It means more to them.
Yep,
They could get blown out. I mean, but
I'm gonna take Mississippi State in the
okay,
blowout. I just think they got more dudes and they should win the game. And I think
right,
they will win the game. I think it'll matter to them. They're not like a powerhouse. That were they
right.
6-6 this year or 5-7 or whatever they were. I think they win that game. All right, last bowl game of the year, Holiday Bowl.
Oh, okay. This is in San Diego, the late game. This actually could be a really good game.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, Arizona, a 2.5 point favorite against SMU. Um, what do you think about this one?
I am going with Arizona, and I'm going to take the over because this traditionally is a high scoring affair.
Right, right.
This game is always a lot. 52 is nothing. These two teams can score some points. So I'm going to take the over in Arizona. Double bet this.
I'm going to join you.
Arizona.
Yeah.
All right. The lock.
The lock of the week. We've been doing a little better lately. We won we're 2-0 in the playoffs.
Yes. And
So or 2-0
7-11.
last 2 weeks. So I'm going to go
7-11.
with Oregon here, -3 or with
The lock this week is the Ducks,
right,
and that is in the OB, right?
right,
All right.
Now they're starting.
Wow, that's a strong pick. You're out there, bro. All right.
right,
You are out there.
right,
I like it, man. I mean, that's strong. I mean, I think Oregon should win the game. They're the better team.
right.
Um, but Texas Tech's pretty good, but
Yeah, they're going
Oregon's
to
the
be a tough
lock.
nut to crack. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. RIP. Do we have an RIP?
We do not have an RIP.
All right. I don't want to talk about Tiger when he turned
Okay.
50. The
All right,
Tiger
that's fine.
story as a golfer kills me. All right.
Right,
The
right,
fact that he wanted to train with the Navy SEALs,
right,
ruin his back and his knees, and just basically destroy his body
right,
to say I train with the Navy SEALs, that ego of his to do that, it's beyond me, man. He could have won 30 majors,
right,
30, easily 30
right.
majors. But he broke his body and he's never recovered since that. He's won like I guess two
All right.
majors
So
in 2008.
that's that then.
Yeah, I mean 17 years he's won two majors because his body was broken. And
Right,
he easily could have won. I mean, he won that 19 Masters on
right,
one leg, a bad back. I mean,
right,
he was a shell of himself, and he
right,
still won it because he knows Augusta so well.
right,
But you know, I don't. I'm done
right.
with that. Tiger, I'm
Hmm.
finished. All right, huge week, huge playoff implications. Next week's the semis. Finals are two
Right,
weeks now, right on the
right,
19th. So let's
right.
let's have a day this weekend, man. This is
All
going to
right,
be
man.
fun.
Yeah. Plenty of texting back and forth. It's going to be a good weekend.
Yes, yes. Happy New Year to you and your
Happy
family.
New Year also.
Take
All
care.
right. All right. Take care, brother. Thanks.
Bye bye.